Good evening and welcome to SAFC Fan TV and another edition of the Sunday Bunch. You don't know how close that actually was. Don't forget, of course, we are live, which means you can join in via the live chat as well. You can do that. With myself, Philly, tonight we have CONRAD Lee. CONRAD, how's your day been?
What was that?
How's your day been?
Oh, it's been lovely. It was my short day at work, so it was very nice to finish a bit earlier.
Fantastic. Up in Perth, Scotland, we have Tommy. Tommy up there. Tommy, have you had a good day today?
Aye, not bad, mate. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. And of course, we have the mad mistake, Terry, down Durham way. How's your day been, Tommy? Terry, I don't know where I'm at. Terry.
One big mad rush like normal. I need a good sleep. That's what I need, a good sleep.
Right, fair twos. Right, just very quickly on the chat, we'll give a shout out to people already in there. James Ramsey. Thane says, unfortunately, he can't watch tonight, but he will watch it back later. Thanks, Thane, for your support anyway. Robert Foster there. Jeff Holcroft, Spannerman, who also says, yes, Philly, Conrad, Terry and Tommy. Mick Griffiths there, Jason Ashman, all in there as well. And, of course, our friend Tony Lee there as well. Here to discuss all things Sunderland. We're going to start, obviously, Tuesday night then. We went to Burton Albion. It was Burton Albion 1, Sunderland 0. Mixed feelings amongst the group with this. First of all, Conrad, overall performance, what did you think?
Well, I mean, I watched you. I didn't watch the game, but looking back at it and from what it sounded like one of those games where we were the better team. We just couldn't take our chances. Keeper was having one of those days where he would stop everything, and their one shot on target flew in the back of the net. You're going to get games like that, and as long as it doesn't become a consistent habit where, you know, we huff and puff and still don't get anything for our reward, I think we would have won that game, 8-9 times out of 10.
Yeah, totally agree. Somebody who doesn't agree with that, I didn't agree. I don't know if he's changed his mind now. Terry, you seem to have watched a completely different game to what me and Dino watched. But I mean, we thought it was unlucky. The overall team performance for you?
Well, overall team performance, apart from the final third, was decent. Apart from the defensive was decent. We didn't keep a clean sheet.
No, man!
Burton kept the clean sheet. We didn't.
Yeah.
Simple as. Till we learn to keep clean sheets, we've always got a chance of losing games.
No.
Now, we haven't learned our lesson from the last 3 previous seasons. If we're going to continue in the same vein as the last 3 previous seasons, we're going to end up in this league next season as well. So hopefully that was just a one-off. Hopefully we'll have our shooting boots on and we can score goals next few games. We can have as many shots as you want. If you don't put the ball in the back of the net, it counts for absolutely nothing. Yes, some players played well. Yes, it was impressive. It was quite good. But at the end of the day, we lost. Burton hasn't lost this season. Portsmouth haven't lost this season. We've lost. Everyone seems to be happy we've lost. I'm not happy. Sick as a chip. We should have won that game. We were robbed of a point, mind. We did deserve a point at worst. We were robbed of a point right at the very end, which rubbed salt into the wound. Rubbed salt into the wound completely. And I've heard rumours that McGeady wasn't even fit, that he had carrying a foot injury. If that was the case, that's ridiculous. No player should be carrying an injury going into a match. We've got a squad of players. Simple as. Am I happy? No, I'm not happy. Of course I'm not happy we lost. Why would anybody be happy if we lost the game of football?
Right. Well, but I mean, you made the statement there. There's people are happy. Well, I don't think anybody's happy that we lost. I just think, I mean, for me, you said final third were rubbish because we didn't put the ball in the net. I think, personally, looking at it, McGeady's chance, he messed that up. He tried to lob the keeper. He didn't lob him high enough, and that was in. But all the others, I think, were well taken shots. They were, their goalie saved them. I just think.
Well, Ross Stewart's went high, wide, and very handsome over the bar. I seen Lugo and 9 miss. I seen a few players. Embleton went over the top. Yes, the keeper made saves. The keeper's there to make goddamn saves.
Oh, I think
simple as.
I think
They weren't. If there were some of them, was one or two really good saves, but the rest of them were easy enough for him to save. They were at his body. One time he had to chest one down. That's how hard that shot was. He just chested it down. Well, I don't even need to use my hands. I'll just chest it down. You know, you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. You've got to find the corner of the goal. You've got to work it into the back of the net. Simple as. I know it was the performance overall. There's other youngsters there. They will bet as a team and hopefully grow and get better and stronger. And I'm hoping, because it's early days, they'll learn from Tuesday and you know, they'll learn from the mistakes and will improve as the season goes on. And hopefully it's just a one little blip and we'll come back bouncing and we'll win the next 2 or 3 matches.
Right, okay. Well, we'll see what everybody else thinks on the chat. I think you're being a bit harsh myself, but it's all about opinions. Tommy, the game on Tuesday, how do you think we did? Overall performance?
I'm not complaining. I think another day we could have scored 4 or 5. We were just unlucky not to put the ball in the back of the net. Well, I say that. Flanagan did put the ball in the back of the net.
Apparently, hang on. Apparently it weren't Flanagan. I mean, we said Flanagan, and it turned out to be Stewart's goal. What was offside? But we thought it was Flanagan. But
it was Flanagan. Fully, who said? Why are you saying? Why are you saying was Stewart? It was Flanagan.
It was Flanagan.
Well, we said Flanagan, and then different people have said Stewart.
No, we all watched the same game. It was Flanagan. Right?
Oh, well, we said Flanagan, and then we thought we'd messed up because people were saying Stewart. I don't know.
I'll trust you guys.
Hey, honestly, we're rubbish.
Sorry,
Tommy.
That would have been given us not offside as well, you know. So really, another day we could have scored 4 or 5 goals. I just think we were unlucky not to score 4 or 5 goals and ended up getting beat by a sloppy goal from them. Another day, there's always the rest of the season, you know.
Right, how many times have we scored 4 or 5 goals in the last couple of seasons? Maybe it's once, twice.
Yes, but we
Michael and Thane aren't here.
The momentum up now, knowing that we could have scored 4 or 5 goals 3 games into the season rather than 23 games into the season.
Yes,
I could have won the lottery on Tuesday night. I picked the right numbers.
Yes, you could have, but you didn't.
Exactly.
Right.
I think we'll play worse than that this season, and we'll win games. That's right. Just the thing.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Right, okay, just very quick, I want to give a shout out to some members down here. Colin Major in there, Tony Lee, we already said, Michael Fish, Ben Dawson there, Las Palmas Mackham, Hugo over in Portugal, our friend there, Marianne and Carl Taylor. And Marianne and Carl have just purchased a super sticker for $2. So a round of applause to them. Don't forget, of course, the super chat is available to you. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a little $sign at the bottom of the live chat. Just click on that, pick an amount, and you can donate to the channel. All gratefully accepted and will help us grow the channel quicker. Right then, so overall performance, I think you know we've got to be harsh if we're going to knock that. I mean, there's a few people said if we play like that every single week, I think we're going to be all right come the end of the season. What about standout performances then, Terry? Standout players for you?
Right, Dan Neil in midfield. Dan Neil in midfield was superb.
Well,
Flanagan had a really good game.
Hang on, I could put one to you as well. What about their goalie? He was pretty good, wasn't he?
He did his job. Yeah. He gets paid to do a job.
This is like Roy Keane on. This is like Roy Keane on Sky when they're like, "I was there to do a job. That's I didn't play well. I was doing my job."
God, right, go on. So yeah, Dan Neil, do you think?
I thought Dan Neil played well. I thought Luke O'Neill played well. I thought Flanagan played well. You know, I mean, there was lots of decent performances. I thought Gooch underachieved again. I thought McGeady didn't have a great game, and I thought Stewart was off colour. So I thought the 3 players that should really score the goals weren't fantastic. But at the end of the day, we all can't play well all of the time. But we need Gooch to play like he did the first game of the season. He plays one fantastic game, then has 3 or 4 games where he's just average. We need the good Gooch for more games. Otherwise, we probably won't get promoted this season unless these players actually start to shine. We're 3 games in. We've won 2, lost 1. You know, at the end of the day, it's a good start. We're not going to knock the team. We hope the gel together better and hope we can get better as a team and we can win more games than we actually draw and lose.
Right, fair enough. Tommy, standout players for you?
I mean, as Terry says, Dan Neil had a cracking game, but I'm just going to point out Tom Flanagan because too many people too often rightly point out how much of a crap game he's had and how flappy he is. Not pointing at anyone in particular there, but yeah, I think he had an outstanding performance on Tuesday night. If he takes that into every game, there's no reason we'll need another centre back.
Right, okay. So you're going for Flanagan? Yeah, I like Flanagan then. Right, okay, fair enough. Conrad, standout players for you then on Tuesday?
As I didn't watch the game, I watched your stream instead. So I heard, what do you call him? I heard Gooch's name a lot, but that could have been good. That could have been bad. Like they said, I think they've seen a few comments saying that he's inconsistent. So I'll just go with that then. Gooch is inconsistent, star man.
See, I know I mentioned, go on then, Terry, you come in first.
Conrad, could you not watch the game and listen to their commentary at the same time?
I wanted to play my Xbox at the same time.
Oh, dear.
While I was having me turkey dinosaurs as well, like last week.
Just get rid of him out of there. We can't be having that if you're not going on. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned Gooch a lot. I don't think Gooch was as bad as people have made out. People have slid him. He had a lot of the ball. But I agree. Dan Neil was good in the middle of the park there. He was, but I think, I mean, we said on the live stream on the night that it was difficult to single anyone out. I thought the whole team had a great game. Terry?
For me, I just want Gooch to get the ball and drive to the heart of the defence with the ball, drive down the byline, get the crosses in. I hate when he gets the ball and then stops and starts and twists and turns and ends up going nowhere. An average Gooch is not good enough. We've got players on the bench who can come in and play better. We need that Gooch we know who has his really good class game. We need above average Gooch.
Yeah, fair enough. Mick Griffiths on the chat says, you're right, Terry. That's why they have a goalkeeper to keep the ball out of the net. We know that's his job. You can do that. But when you have a good game, then you get praise for it. You don't just say, oh, well, you've had a good game. Well, you're not.
Yeah, but look.
Because that's your job anyway.
The majority of shots were from a distance. A lot of keepers are young, agile. They can see the ball coming. They can dive. He was a tall keeper. He was light on his feet. He made the saves. At the end of the day, that's what he gets paid to do. And you get those keepers who make bad blunders all the time, like the ones we've had in the past, who let horrible goals in. Then you get keepers who make point-blank saves. Now, they're the really good keepers who are sort of off the ground quickly, like the 73 FA Cup final double save. Them sort of keepers, they're fantastic saves. The saves he made on Tuesday were from long distance. You could see them coming. The one from Pritchard was probably the better, but even then, he used his close hands, so he had plenty of time to save it. Where when Burge let the goal in, when that lad did a really good goal from Burton, Burge was kind of far off his line, so he had time to get it over the top of Burge and down in the corner. Where their keeper was almost on the line, he could dive, he saw it coming, and he got across. He was nimble and fit. That's what goalkeepers do. That's what good goalkeepers do. That's why you get paid the money.
Please tell me you're not blaming Burge for their goal, though.
I'm not blaming Burge at all. I thought Burge had a good game, but I'm just saying, if Burge was maybe 6 inches taller, he may have saved that. It's not Burge's fault he's 6 inches smaller.
I mean, that was a cracking goal from them. It
was a great finish. It was a great finish.
Right, okay. So, all right, then. Were we just unlucky then? I mean, and people, there was cliches flying about all over the place anyway, saying, oh, you make your own luck and all this and what have you. But, Terry...
Well, you do. You make your own luck. If McGeady got the ball down, right, and wasn't going to be like daft and played the ball to his left foot, took a touch, put it around the back of the keeper, instead of trying to be fancy and chipping them, it would have been 1-0. Been a different story altogether. We probably would win the match. It's 1 or 2 chances. You make your own luck. You're in the place at that moment in time. You decide to take the shot from where you take the shot from. You make the pass. You create your own luck, simple as. The only time we were unlucky was when we should have equalised the last 10 seconds of the game when the linesman was absolutely clueless. That wasn't our fault. We did the job. Gooch did well, got the ball in the crop, come across. Flanagan was fantastic. We scored the goal. Perfectly good goal, chalked off for no reason. That was unlucky. That's when Lady Luck deserted us.
All right, so we were unlucky then.
On that point, yes.
Oh, boom. Aaron Jarvis says Terry's on a mad one tonight. We love it when Terry's vocal like this. Conrad, do you not think we were just unlucky? I mean, did he get it, Terry?
I think so.
All right, Conrad.
Don't knock your lights over.
I mean, were we just unlucky? Like, I mean, a lot of people have said, you know, on another occasion, you know, 4-5-0, we can win those. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I go back again with what Terry was saying. Like, you look back over the last few years, I'm trying to think of games where we, like, even if the keeper has saved them and they were straight out, when have we created chance after chance after chance where, like, there might be half chances, there might be clear cut where the keeper has had to make standard saves or good saves. I'm struggling to think of any game, even when you said, like, we don't score more than 4 or 5 in a game. So if this is what it's going to be like now, where we actually are going to go, right, well, we might get a little flick on the back post here for Stuart. We might have a shot from distance that we do still have to force the keeper to make a save. You know, like, they're standard saves, but if Burge had let that in, everyone would have leapt on him going, oh, he's not good enough. He's still got to do it. Like you said, he's still got to do his job. But I don't know, just like there's nothing wrong with creating chances. And if we create enough of them, we will score them. Like, I know we were saying in our group chat, Terry, when it was Stuart's not a regular goal scorer, and I said, well, he's got 4 in 5 games if we count the second leg of the playoff last season and the whole game as well. Even if we just include the league ones, it's what is it?
Is he going to be a 20-plus goal scorer though, Conrad? Do you think he'll score 20-plus goals this season?
I mean, personally, no. But if he keeps going at that ratio of 3 and 4, then he's going to 3/4 of his games he's going to score in.
Right, just very quickly then, let me go to the chat. First of all, SAFC 14 has donated £5. Round of applause there via the super chat. It says Terry, it says Dominator, but I think it probably means Dominator. When do we ever create 8 chances in a game? The best team doesn't always win. That's football. Which is a fair point.
I'm more of a realist.
Well, Marianne and Carl Taylor say if McGeady had dinked it into the net, everybody would be praising a cool goal, which is true. You know, you're saying he should have taken it around him. I thought
no, he shouldn't. You know, he should have just opened the angle and slotted the ball hard underneath him.
Yeah,
well, I think he chose the best option. The goalie was out.
If you listen to Lee Johnson, the coach, he said he made a bad mistake. He said McGeady shouldn't have done what he did.
No, I think. See,
and he's the coach of Sunderland.
Well,
he must know more than you, surely.
Who it is? I'm telling you that what I think he did, right? He went to dink the goalie or chip the goalie, right? He just didn't execute it properly. That's all. It was just a little bit too low, and if it had been higher, it would have gone over. It would have been. He knew what he wanted to do. He just didn't execute it right. That's all. We
all know in hindsight, if he had another go, he would do something different. He probably would have chipped it a bit harder or gone low. It's one of those things in the spur of the moment, isn't it? For me, if he's carrying a foot injury, that could have been part of why he actually missed the goal, why he wasn't running fast. I don't know.
Right, fair enough. All these ifs and buts and stuff. Las Palmas Macam says, Terry, if my auntie had wheels, she'd be a bike. All right. Oh, we know a few of them. Tommy, were we just unlucky on Tuesday?
Yeah, I think we were just unlucky. I mean, had that been against anybody else or up at the Stadium of Light, I think we would have hit every single one in the back of the net. We were just so unlucky. And it's a shame because we did play really well, you know. I think, and at times when we ran it down the wings, fair enough, as Terry says, Lyndon Gooch could have just ran straight on, pressed the accelerator a little bit instead of holding back, you know. But ultimately, I just think we were unlucky, and any other day with 4 or 5 goals we would have scored, I think.
Right, fair enough then. Just on here, DJ Sizzler Watson says Gooch gives 110%. The time to slag him off is when he stops doing that.
Nobody's slagging Gooch off. We just seen that average game, simple as. I like Gooch. I want him to succeed. I want him to do well. First game of the season, set a standard. He needs to keep that standard if he can. If he cannot, then you have players on the bench who might possibly do that.
Right, fair dues. Just very quickly, 143 people on the stream watching, 49 likes. You can just hit the thumbs up for us. We like to try and hit 100 on a Thursday. Take a second to do that if you're watching on a mobile device. And the live chat is open. Just close the live chat. You see the thumbs up, bang that, and let's get up to 100. Also, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you do so, it is free to do that, and that would help us out as well. Terry, you're saying Burton scored, they put it in the net, we didn't, they kept us out. Does this show that we really do need another striker in, Terry?
100%. I don't know how good this Broadhead is, but when he played for Burton, I know he played on the wing, he scored 2 out of 22. I know he's improved since then, and I think some Everton fans like really rate him, but is he going to be another Kevin Phillips? I mean, a lot of people, like I was saying before, a lot of people are saying Ross Stewart's like Quinn-esque. I don't think he's ever going to be as good as Quinn, because Quinn was a legend, fantastic footballer. But Ross Stewart has the same sort of build. He chests it down well. He controls like sort of thing. Niall Quinn only scored 1 in every 3.3 games for Sunderland. Kevin Phillips scored 1 in every 2. Both together, fantastic combination. We do need somebody who can score goals alongside Ross. But the way Lee Johnson plays his football, 4-2-3-1, he will never play 2 strikers together. So we need more from midfield. We need your Goochers, McGeady's, your Embletons, scoring goals, your Luke O'Nines, your Pritchards if you get the start. They've got to have players from all over the park scoring goals, because Ross Stewart, for me, I hope he scores 20. I just don't think he will.
Right, fair enough. Early days, though, for Ross Stewart. I mean... It
is.
I mean... I don't know if you remember when Quinn arrived at Sunderland. I mean, he had I think there was a couple of seasons where, you know, he needed a bed in. I remember where I used to sit over at Roker Park. Around there, they were, they were slating him. I believe you. I do think he had injuries.
I think Stewart's playing. He's playing all right. He's playing all right. It was just another day, like you said. Another day, he might have scored a couple of goals, but he needs to put those chances away if possible.
Tommy, how badly do we need a striker? Or do you think we're all right?
I think we'll be all right in the end, but we just need to pull our finger out and start scoring goals, as Terry says. You know, like, it's all well and good saying, we've got the strikers to do it and everything, and they're playing well, but it's no good come the end of the season if we're not scoring goals. So ultimately, something needs to change on the training pitch. Whether it be formation-wise, needs to work on different formation, get 2 strikers up front, maybe even 3 strikers up front, play a 4-3-3, see how that works out. Because we do need to be scoring goals, and without them, we're not going to get promotion.
Well, I think if we play like we did on Tuesday, I think we'll score a hatload of goals with those sort of chances, creating those chances. The fact we were just unlucky on Tuesday and they didn't go in. The casual observer says, what's in Top Gun Tommy's cage behind him? What's in your cage behind you, Tommy?
The Senegal parrot. Don't know where it is.
What?
It's not even on his cage.
It's a what?
It's a parrot.
A what?
It's a parrot.
A what?
It's a parrot.
There you go. That's all right. That'll do. Conrad, how badly do we need a striker?
I'm interested to see about how this, as Dino called the other night, Maidenhead, and kept making that up for about half an hour before you corrected him to Broadhead there. I'm interested to see a bit more of what he plays like. And then, I mean, if he does all right, then no, we probably don't need a new one if we've got these 2 here. I'll be all right with them too. But again, I want him to get given a proper chance. We've had the likes of, Sterling, Semedo, even Lafferty didn't get a proper good go in the side. That I want him to actually give this lad a chance of playing.
Do you think he'll ever get a game? Do you think he'll ever start a game unless Stewart's injured?
I don't think he'll play 2. I don't think Johnson will play 2. Maybe he should. I think he should try it, but I just don't think Johnson would change to a 2.
See, the only way Johnson will play them together is when we go behind, like he did against Burton.
Like when he whipped him on against Burton.
Exactly. That was like, we need to be proactive rather than reactive.
He loves those buzzwords, doesn't he, Johnson, as well? Proactive and reactive.
Right, okay. See, I mean, when Maidenhead, Broadhead, Broadband, as Terry calls him, whatever you want to call him, came on, I thought he looked quite good. I know he wasn't, he was only on for a short time, but I think we've had comments from Everton fans on the channel saying, we've got a good acquisition there, and they'd have liked to have kept him and give him the chance, but apparently the Everton don't give their youth much of a chance. But remains to be seen anyway. It's on here somewhere. I think it's Mick Griffiths said that the two of them will play well together. I can't find it there. Sorry, Mick. Apparently he said Stewart and Broadhead together will cause lots of problems, apparently. All right, then. The offside goal. Was it offside? Was it not offside? Impossible to tell from the angle we watched it on. I've had a couple of people who sent me stills of it. One where he's a mile onside, but one where he's offside as well. So, it's still not clear cut for me. Terry, was it?
Let's face it. The linesman wasn't anywhere near the play. He was about 3 or 4 yards behind the play in the first place. And if he's not sure, 100% sure, it's got to go to the attacking side. You can't just wave your flag around in the air because you think it's offside when, because you're not quite sure. He was clearly onside. He was probably at the angle because he was at the angle where there was a couple of defenders, Flanagan, and the guy on the back post who ran in, who played Flanagan on. He was blocked by all the other players because the linesman was too lazy to get up with play. Simple as, not fit enough. The officials are incompetent and not goddamn fit enough. Some of them you see running about the pitch. I think they've been at McDonald's half the bloody day.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
McGeady and Maguire.
Right. Just very quickly then, can we welcome our newest member, Ronnie Nicholson? Thank you very much, Ronnie. I'll let you lads finish then. I'll explain how the members club works. Conrad, was it offside on your Xbox or not?
Yeah, according to you, yeah. No, yeah, it looked it. I mean, I sent Terry that clip of it on there, and it's like he says, if he was actually in line with the play, it might have been different. But it's hard to tell when you can only see the red and white shirt, and then there's 3 others in the line, and then like Terry says, that last defender at the far post is the one that sort of steps out. It's tight either way, but yeah, should have given the benefit of the doubt to us. But I'm guessing in his mind he thought he was sure.
John Forbes says not offside. Neil Thompson says onside all day long. The casual observer says get the parrot on as guest speaker. Tommy, offside. Was it offside or not?
Well, not the angle I seen on Terry's review. It wasn't. I mean, that camera angle from in the stand says it all to me. Like, it wasn't offside at all when the ball was played. Well onside, should have been a goal. But I like the Sunderland cameraman's reaction when it was called offside, mind. That's passion for you.
Right, fair enough. TJ Sizzler Watson says, if we sign broadband from Michael Bowers, it'll be crap. Nice one. That's a beauty. All right. So we got our newest member, Ronnie Nicholson. We do have a members club now. All our members are scrolling across the bottom there. It's $1.99 a month if you'd like to contribute to that. You'll get your little members badge, and you will get access to members only material. We've got a tour, behind the scenes tour of our little studio here. You can see that. Jacob went down to the MK Dons on Saturday, and he did a vlog. So the vlog's available to members only if you want to see that as well. And a feature coming up, we're going to interview all the lads individually, and then you can get a little bit of an insight into who we are, what we do, and stuff like that. Terry's shaking his head, but we'll try and twist Terry's arm.
I'm shy.
We'll just follow him around all day.
Yeah. Terry, did we at least deserve a point?
Yes.
I nearly swore.
We did. We did. We scored a perfectly goal. Why didn't the referee just stop the other goal disallow Burton's goal for something that never happened. So, yeah, we did. We deserved a point. Simple as. We were robbed of a point. We were robbed of a point.
All right, but do you not agree that... See, people say it'll even itself out over the season. Do you not agree with that little cliche?
Do you know what it is, right? Ipswich fans said the same thing. They were the better side against Burton, but Burton turned them over. Maybe that's just the way Burton is. That's the way Burton play. Their teams dominate them, they get them on the counter-attack. Some teams do that. The teams that dominate need to put the ball in the back of the net. If we do play the way we play, there's no doubt in my mind we will win games. But do we win enough games to get promoted? And we have to get out this goddamn league. I'm sick to the death of League One. We've got to get promoted, fourth time of asking. If we keep playing that we've been doing the last previous seasons, we won't.
All right, so but do you agree then that we were the better side then on Tuesday?
Probably not.
Oh, behave yourself. Oh, hey, man.
If we were the better side, we would have won. I thought Burton had played some good football. I thought they had one or two really good chances. They had a free header that he completely missed. They had a chance where they were in the box, he swiveled round and he put it wide. They could have been 2 or 3 just the same as Sunderland.
Terry, man, you've watched a different game to us. Honestly.
No, I didn't. I thought we played well, but I thought Burton played well at times as well.
Did you think Burton played better than Sunderland then?
No.
So Sunderland was the better side.
I thought it was, it was even Stevens sort of thing.
I think you're being really harsh myself, but you know what I mean. Conrad, do you think we deserved a point on your Xbox?
Yeah, we did. I mean, when Terry was saying they could have scored 3 or 4 more, I'd love to know how when they only had 1 shot on target all game.
I'm saying the shots we missed, we put them wide. Keeper saved them.
We still had 7 on target though.
Yeah, poor ones. Poor ones straight to the keeper.
Fair. Yes, I think we deserved a point because we were robbed by the linesman, like you said before.
Tommy, did we deserve a point at least?
The minimum we deserved was a point. We were unlucky not to get all 3.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, Ronnie Nicholson, our newest member, says still plenty of time to improve the squad. It's looking to me like we're moving in the right direction, which we are. Right, speaking of improving the squad, rumours over the last couple of days, Vito Manoni to return. Conrad, would that be a good thing or not?
Yeah, I think he'd probably be. He'd go straight in as our number 1. I mean, he's only 33 as well, so he's still quite young for a keeper.
Definitely.
And we've seen him before. I mean, yes, we know he's got a mistake him in as well, but so has Lee Burgess. We've all countlessly said over the time, but I don't know. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing, but yeah, I think Vito would be a great addition and would be straight in as our number 1. You'd have the confidence of the fans behind him as well, which Burge seems to have a 50-50 split at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of people who don't like Burge, but I don't see it myself. Terry, was you a fan of Vito Manoni first time
round? Of course. I loved him. He's fantastic. I like Vito Manoni, but I don't think he's coming to Sunderland. Have you seen the money he's on it in Monaco? Is it Monaco he's at the moment?
Yeah, Monaco.
He's on a lot of money. I don't think he's going to pay that kind of money in League One. So he's got to drop his wages big time if he wants to come with this owner at the moment. He's not spending the cash. So in that circumstance, I'd be absolutely amazed if he gets him here. Unless Vito wants to come back to a place that he may love, may not love, I don't know. But his wages will have to come down. His wages will have to come down.
Right, well, just very quickly, Neil Thompson says, Monaco to Marley Potts. What would you do? There you go. Also, Mick Griffiths says, I'd like Vito back, but don't think it'll happen. Jason Ashman, controversial as usual, says, don't want Vito. Got more mistakes in him than Burge. Terry, do you want to give us...
It's hard to imagine because he hates Lee Burge, so that's impressive to imagine.
Do you want to do the Manoni song for us, Terry? You like to have a good sing?
I'm forgetting it now. Been that long since I sang it.
Is that one?
Right, you do it. There you go. Get on with this.
I don't want to steal your crown. You're the singer.
I'll sing it when he comes. I'll sing it if he comes back.
All right, fair enough. Tommy, Vito Manoni did a cracking job first time round, I thought. Would you take him back?
Aye, definitely. 100% I'd have him back. But I don't think he'd come back to us, man. I mean, maybe if we were in the Championship, aye, fair enough. But I don't think he'll come back to us in League One.
Right. I mean, I don't know where the rumours come from. I mean, but it seems...
It came because he liked something of a Sunderland FC's on Instagram or something.
Is that
proof.
I can't even believe.
Account on Instagram.
I can't even believe we're talking about this. If that's it,
that's proof. He's on his way. His bags are packed.
Goodness
sake. That's it.
Anyway, Phil.
Yes.
Is there any news on that lad from Leeds, Niall?
Well, this is what I was going to. I was hoping for Michael Bowers on our stat man. Fullback, apparently attacking left back. Welsh.
He can play both sides.
20-year-olds, permanent deal. Niall Huggins. I haven't got a clue. I've tried.
Leeds fans do not want him to go.
I tried to find something before we came on air about it, but it's still. I can't find anything. Anything what says any different than.
But I think there might be a stumbling block. I think that Leeds want the first chance to buy him back with a big sell-on clause. A big sell-on clause. So it's in the same sort of situation as Liverpool's right back, or we were going for a left back. It was.
What was his name? That was Gallagher, wasn't it? Was it Gallagher?
Yeah.
Gallagher.
Yeah. See, if we'd have signed him, right, we'd have had Rod Stewart, right, Chesney Hawkes. Krista Birch. Who else we got?
Wait. If we sign Niall, we'll have Niall Horan, or we call him, your favourite group.
Neil Diamond, and then we'd have had Liam Gallagher and all. A team full of singers, won't we? So, no, I've got no news on him. Lads, have you heard anything, Tommy?
I've heard he's having a medical.
Really?
I heard he was having a medical, but it all depends on this sell-on clause. Is
that because somebody liked it on Twitter or something? Or I tried to have a scare around the internet before we came on. I couldn't find anything at all. But if he's,
you won't find it on Pornhub.
Well, there you go. if he's as advanced as a medical, then it's.
I mean, again, that could just be rumours, mind. Don't take me word for it.
It's because he liked the doctor's tweets on the medical staff. That's all it was.
Right. Well, Bradley Young's saying he's on Wearside having a medical. But again,
maybe it's the way we have to get deals done now, though. Like, if we want the better players or maybe the fringe players in the Premier League to sort of go, look, can we have them? But they're going, yeah, but we want the first option back, or we want money back off, of a sale in the future, So it might be our new sort of way of, like, we weren't going for players like that beforehand. We were going for, like, I'm trying to think, like Scotland rejects before in the last 3 years.
You're right in a way. I mean, if that's how we're going to do it, I mean, the main thing is getting out this division this season. And if it means that, the thing is, we could do that. It's a fair point, Conrad. We could get these Premier League players in, at the expense of, buybacks or sell-on clauses and stuff like that. But if that got us out this division, that would be brilliant. But I imagine in a year's time or 2 years' time, when that clause is then activated, people will be saying, well, why did we even buy him for that and allow that? But I think the immediate thing is getting out the division. Terry, you want in there?
Why do we always have to sell them straight away? Why can't someone come to Sunderland as a young lad, play well, get promoted to the Championship, get in the Premier League, really enjoy his life at Sunderland and stay for a good few seasons and not worry about selling them and making big bucks? He's a billionaire owner. Why does he want to make loads of money? If he's a billionaire owner, making shitloads of money in the future should be like the back of his mind. He should be wanting to get. He'll make the money by getting Sunderland promoted to the Championship. He'll make the money by getting Sunderland promoted to the Premier League. Didn't worry about sell-on clauses.
I think it's more the players now. Like, you don't get, like, back in the day where you'd have a player who'd stay with you just because he liked playing for you or he's a fan favourite or something like that. It's all about the players wanting to do the best for them now. There's no loyalty in football anymore now. You give someone a 3-year deal, they're already thinking, right, well, if I have a good, year and a half, I'm on my way out, get money off the next club. And it's all agents sort of help in their ear as well, going, well, if we move you over here, you can get more money. Like Madja, probably did loads more money going to Bordeaux, and then he got his move to Fulham. Is he? I don't know if he's still there or if they signed him permanently, but he got a chance in the Premier League. And would he have done that? You kind
of think someone like Madja would always end up back at London because that's where he was born, wouldn't you? So I mean, if there's big clubs coming for Madja, it was always going to go back to London eventually, wasn't he?
Well, but it's always thing of like where people like sort of have a go like, oh, he should stay here because he loves the club. It's like, I love the club, so like I would stay. Like, you know, if it came to being a youngster and just sort of applying my trade, but you'd get to a point maybe like where Harry Kane is now, where you sort of go like, I've outgrown this now. Like, I want to now go and do well for me. Do you know what I mean? And
the thing is, though, it's, you know, with agents involved and stuff like that, and, you know, a footballer's career is short, and Madja had a good season and his agent got him out and he managed to get the big bucks. It's, you know, if you like, you've got to straight wire the irons on. I mean, there's Charlie White, not very good for 3 seasons, then bangs in all those goals. I know he went for free, but, you know, he's...
Please say the words. And then he got his magical move to Wigan.
Yeah, but he'll have commanded more wages and stuff like that because on the back of that one season. So it's a case of, you know, agents will be in there and saying, you know, what they did with Madja, he got his big move, he got his big bucks, and then he's come back to Fulham, you know, where, like you said, Terry, back to London, where... Yeah, but
it's different if you're in a lower league and you outperform the team you're in, and there's no chance of you getting promoted straight away to the next league up, and there's big bucks coming for a higher league, you're going to go. But if you get promoted and then get promoted again, and you're a decent player at a decent level, and you're getting the money you want, and you're enjoying what you're doing, getting first-team football, then for me, there's no reason why you'd want to leave unless somebody comes in for massive money, then fair enough.
He was always a bit shady like that, the second season of Sunderland Till I Die, when they were talking to him going, oh, there's a lot of rumours about you. And he goes, I don't know anything about that. I just concentrate on what I do. And you're sitting there going, like, you and your agent both know exactly what you're doing. Like, and you're sort of touting yourself out, really. Like, if we'd have just... I would have rather... I know this is harping back. I would have rather we just said to Madja, like, we're not selling you in January. You stay for the rest of the season. We lose you for free in the summer because you could at least get us out of the league, and then we'll deal with what comes next.
All right.
What would have been the next thing? Would refuse to let him leave. Would he have still played as well on the pitch for us?
Maybe not.
You know, so... But
then we wouldn't have had Will Grigg as well, and that was...
well, right enough.
I've just seen him getting Charlie Who's in the chat. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
Right, just
Luke
very,
Darby will be fuming.
Just very quickly, then Carl Willis says, players come and go, fans stay forever. The concern should be keeping the fans and getting the kids coming along, which is a fair comment. Just very quickly, we've got 85 likes, 172 people on the stream. We just did the thumbs up. We'd like to try and hit 100 before we finish. It'll take you a second to do that. And don't forget, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, and that will help the channel out immensely. Let's move on to Saturday's game, Wimbledon. I'll tell you what, before we do that, we all know who's the boss in my house, and that would be Karen. So I want to have a quick mention about the Blackpool game on Tuesday. She's just no. Right. About the Blackpool game on Tuesday in the Carabao Cup. And because you can't get a stream for it, we won't be doing a live stream for that. So I thought it would be a good idea if me and Karen...
I will. I am.
If me and Karen... Yeah, well, you will through your radio.
The live listen along with Terry.
So I thought if we went down, we could get some fan cams and stuff like that. And young Jack's been on to us today, said, are you driving down? Can I have a lift and all that? So what I've done, our last doesn't know yet, but I've purchased 2 tickets for Blackpool on Tuesday, and I was scared to tell her. And I was, come round here. I was scared to tell her.
Don't tell her whose ticket you used. Don't tell her whose ticket you used.
Anyway, so we've got 2 tickets for Blackpool, babe.
Right, when you're grounded.
She said, yeah, right. So We used CONRAD's season ticket for the other one. Right. Anyway, sorry. So we'll be off kind of plan. Terry will be doing a listen along. Try saying that when you've had a few. But we'll be going down. And Jack Dodds, if you tuned in, yes, you can have a lift with us. No, he can't. Jack, you can't have a lift, apparently. Right. So
he has to pay the fee of the ticket back.
Yeah. On Saturday, then we got Wimbledon coming up to the Stadium of Light. Tommy, we'll start with you. Are you confident for Saturday?
Aye. I think we've got to be, haven't we, going into this after losing on Tuesday? I think we've just got to go in and leave it all out on the pitch. And I think it's going to be over 30,000 again. So, well, depending on the ones who decide to turn up after Tuesday, but
Terry won't be going after Tuesday. He thought we were shocking.
But things can only get better, can
they? Right. So you're confident for you're confident for Saturday then, Tommy? Yeah.
Aye, definitely. We've got to be.
Right. Conrad, Saturday's game then, AFC Wimbledon, your first home game, innit? You had a wedding last time, so you're up for that. Are you confident? Nice, easy win.
I'd hope so. I don't think we've had any sort of bad displays against Wimbledon over the years. I know we drew 1-1 with them. Was it earlier on last season? But didn't we beat them? Was it 3-0 last season? Charlie White got a hat trick down there. I'd like to think it would be an easy win for us. So yeah,
they've not had too bad a start though, have they? Wimbledon. I mean, when
two draws.
Well, we did the prediction league, and I think we had them next to bottom or something like that. So, mind you, we had Ipswich. So there you go. Early days, though. Terry, you confident for Saturday?
Well, like I said before, this is the team I think they'll play. We all know the team is going to play, don't we? It's a fact.
No. Let's have a look.
I get it on.
It's off the screen. Other way.
I know.
Get the Mr. Ons on.
Your halos.
There we go. Right. This is the team. He's going to start with exactly the same team as Tuesday. Exactly the same team. Johnson's the creature of habit. He won't change. But if this team's not performing, people say that. Oops.
But we did perform on Tuesday, though. So I'm quite happy with the team that started.
If this team is not performing or we're not winning at half time, we need to bring on Pritchard, Broadhead or Hawks. We have a strong squad. We could do with bringing them on. I'm stuck in the corner here. It's not working, is it? But if McGeady's not fit, if McGeady does have a foot injury, he needs to be rested for 3 matches. Simple as. Rested for the next 3 games. We got Hawks. We got Pritchard. We don't need to risk one of our talented footballers to be injured for a long time. If he has this foot injury I've heard about, McGeady, for me, shouldn't start.
It's what we did in the playoffs in the first season. He was injured. We kept him all the way to the playoff final, just in the hope that.
I know it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. That's like saying the rest of the squad's not good enough.
Yeah, we'll play someone who's half injured just because he's better than you.
Exactly. Mind you, it's only. I don't know if it's true.
Right. I mean, to see,
explain this terrible shot.
McGeady had a poor game on Tuesday. But he's the one who can, if he puts a shift in, he can change the whole team. Just very quickly, our lass says she's going to have us after she finishes painting. Oh, I'll be doing a runner. DJ Sizzler Watson, Terry, where did he get your flag?
I bought it online.
There you go. He bought it online.
eBay.
Casual observer, without being arrogant, I'm very confident for Saturday. So, is that it? Have we asked everybody if you're confident? We have.
I don't think you've asked Tommy. Did you speak to Tommy? I didn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I think Tommy went first on it. Right. So,
right.
All right then. What about predictions then for Saturday? Terry, do you want to go first?
3-0 to Sunderland.
And you'll be disappointed with anything else?
I'll be happy with the win.
Right, okay.
Anything else is a disaster.
Tommy, what are you going for?
I think it's about time we kept a clean sheet. 2-0.
2-0 for Tommy down there. Conrad, what are you going for?
I was going to go 3-0 like Terry, but I'm just going to go out there now. I'm just going to go 3-2 Sunderland. It's going to be a goal fest.
Really?
Yeah. We can't keep a clean sheet, but I think it'll be a bit like Tuesday where we'll create chances, but we'll actually put them away.
Conrad, why can't we keep a clean sheet? What's the problem?
Oh, I'm gonna do what everyone else does. It's Burge, man. He's terrible.
Oh, behave yourself.
We can't get promoted with Lee Burge. You watch.
Mick Griffiths is saying give Pritchard a start. Pritchard's impressed from what I've seen of him so far. We've got all sorts of predictions coming through. I'm going to go.
So, Tommy, let me ask Tommy a question. Out of that team that played on Tuesday, if Pritchard was to start, who would you drop?
From Tuesday, Ross Stewart, mate. From Tuesday.
You would drop Stewart and play Pritchard?
We
have no striker.
We don't need, when I'm Man City, we don't need strikers.
Philly, who would you drop? Or would you keep the same team?
I'd keep the same team. I thought we played well enough. And that's
Do you not think Pritchard's supposed to be our best player?
Is he properly fully fit yet, though?
I don't see why not.
Is he due a start? See, I've not given my prediction yet, right? And I'm going to go for 4-0. And the reason I'm going 4-0 is because if we do what we did on Tuesday night, then we should beat Wimbledon 4-0. And you know, I'm not being blasé or anything. I just think those amount of chances, you know, we'll just bang them in. And I'm confident for a 4-0 win on. And I mean, you said earlier on, Terry. I mean, when was the last time we scored 4-0? Well, I'll tell you, it's Saturday. There you go.
That's the next time, Philly. That's the next time.
Yeah, that's not the last time.
The thing is, I mean...
Didn't we beat Southend 4-0 a few years ago? Maguire got a hat-trick or something. He scored 4 past Barnsley and 4-2. There you go. I'm remembering some now, Terry. Give us an hour. I'll get some more for you.
I would keep the same team. I would keep the same team as he started with on Tuesday. I thought the team played you know, pretty well overall. I thought they all deserved a start. And you're right, though, Terry. You said anything but a win will be an absolute disaster, and it will be a disaster. I mean, you know, absolutely no way. I know it's early days, and why we say, oh well, you know, there's plenty of time and all that. You know, if we want to go up and be serious title contenders, then we've got to be putting teams like Wimbledon aside, really. Right, so different ones coming in. Mad Mackham saying 4-0. Paint fumes leaking into the studio. No, behave yourself. Kieran Gale says 5-1. 5-0 Alan Robinson. Or beat Tranmere 5-0. Of course we did. That was a bit ago that now, though. 3-0 the lads, SAFC Gaza. So all sorts of... there
you go as well. Scored 4 against Wickham and Lincoln, Terry.
Yeah, David Jones, good friend of mine, says, I'm an outsider here. If you think you're going to score 4 past Wimbledon, you're in dreamland. Because he's a Bolton fan, and Bolton drew 3-3 against Wimbledon. He said Wimbledon played well.
Yeah, but
if we go off this season, they'll Bolton draw 3-3 with everybody.
Yeah, but Wimbledon were at home, weren't they? Apparently they've been all right at home because then.
I thought Bolton were at home. Oh, Wimbledon were at home.
No, Wimbledon were at home, and they've. It's with them having fans. It's their new ground, but now I think they played in it last season with no fans, but now they got fans back in. Apparently, you know, that's why they seem to be doing all right. But I mean, Bolton got a good win on Tuesday. I think they won away at Lincoln, didn't they? 1-0.
We said Bolton would be up there. Dino disagreed, but we all said Bolton would be up there.
We definitely did that. Of the new signings, then, you know, Pritchard. I mean, what did you think to Broadhead when he came on? I just thought he looked sharp. He got, you know, he managed to get a shot in there as well, and what have you. And I just like it when we hear from fans of the team that they've come from. And like I said, we had let's find his name, but you know, an Everton fan sent us a message, and he was. You know, bigging him up.
Ferguson, it was.
It was who?
Duncan Ferguson.
Oh, is that what it was? Well,
it's okay looking good, Philly, but he's not going to get a start. He's not going to get a start unless we have injuries. So he's a backup squad player.
So do you think Johnson's just going to play with one up front? Is that?
I haven't seen anything in the history of Johnson's tactics to say he's going to play a 4-4-2, say he's going to play a 4-3-3. The odd time, the majority of time, it's this 4-2-2 or this 4-2-3-1. Now, like you said, it's okay playing really well against Burton, looking really good, but you've got to score the goals and only having one striker.
Right. Okay. So in that case, then. Are you saying that we need another striker just to be cover for Rod Stewart in case?
Clearly, Will Griggs not going to be in the team anytime soon because he's never been in the subs bench or anything. So Will Griggs is a goner. So we need a decent right back, another left back, and a striker before the window closes if we want to be strong this season.
Right.
And
so
we need to keep Evans fit.
Right.
Evans again. We brought Evans in already. He was injury prone in his past. He's got an injury straight away, 10 to 14 days out. That could be just Evans all season.
Someone said it's not that he gets a lot of like injuries that are like, do you know what I mean? Like really long keeping. It's because he's quite tough and sort of gets his legs in when he plays, that he picks up like little sort of knocks here and there that keep him out for like the next game. And then he's back in again. But I mean, we've seen some of the heavy tackles he puts in already, and that's exactly what we've missed for 4 years. So.
We need him fit. We do need him fit.
I think he's been our best one so far as well.
But then who do you play in midfield? If you have a full squad, you play Winchester with Evans. You play Winchester. You play Evans, Luke O'Nien, Dan Neil. Who's the best combination of the two?
I think O'Nien and Evans have been all right so far. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what they do with Winchester because I would like to see him back in the midfield, but not at the expense of dropping one of like our Embleton, Pritchard, Gooch, McGeady's. Do you know what I mean?
Unless we go 4-3-3.
Well, maybe.
To be honest,
but that went well last season for Johnson.
To be honest, Evans and O'Nien have looked good, but Neil and O'Nien look good as well. Just very quickly, because point on here, Jack Worley, who's a West Ham fan, says he really thinks Alves. Oh, that's another singer. We got Elvis, by the way. Jack Worley, West Ham fan, who really thinks Alves could play for a good championship side. So again,
we'll be that next year. So what's the trying to say? Again,
hearing from fans of the club where they've come from is always a good gauge because we don't really know. So that's good to hear. But you know, this signing another striker, if he's only going to play, you know, one striker up front, is basically somebody who's cover for injury or anything like that. And there's Broadband, Maidenhead, whatever you want to call him. Is there? I think he'll be all right anyway. Terry, was you one in? Did I see you wave? Or did I miss?
Flanagan played well the other day, and he played well so far this season. But he is injury prone, so Alves will probably come in at some point.
Well, I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him sort of get a shot at that.
Hopefully, they get a game against Blackpool.
Well, I'll let you know how he is against Blackpool because I'll be down there with our lass, even though I'm going to get wrong, CONRAD.
Will you be able to see with a black eye?
True. To Jack Worley, thanks for beating Newcastle on the weekend. It was a great performance from West Ham. Throwing it out there.
Well, it brought my bet in anyway. Right, I'll tell you what, we're out of time. I was just going to right. What I need to do, we'll tell you. We're all at the match on Saturday, but we like to, especially for our overseas fans, we like to try and bring you commentary. We do it at the away games, but Tommy has kindly agreed to do a live stream for us on Saturday. So our overseas fans
rock on, Tommy lad.
If you can't get to the game, tune into SAFC Fan TV. We'll be on. We'll put all the details on our site when you know he's going to be on. And Tommy is going to give you full commentary of the game, Sunderland versus Wimbledon. Terry,
please have the parrot in as well. Please, that'd be class.
He'll be on my shoulder.
There you go.
We have a patch as well, and a hat
Philly will be at Blackpool. He'll be wearing a patch.
Right, so Tommy's he's kindly agreed to do the commentary for us. So you can tune in for live commentary on Saturday afternoon of Sunderland versus Wimbledon. And I know he's going to do a cracking job for the channel. So thanks to Tommy for that. We will be outside the ground doing the fan cams. So if you want to come and speak to us, find us. We'll be somewhere behind the East Stand in that car park. We're normally knocking about around there. If you want to come and get on the channel, give us your views to what you saw in the game. You can do that as well. Well, fellas, that just about wraps it up. We will be back on Sunday for a Sunday bunch as well. So on behalf of myself, Philly, I'd like to say goodbye. Tommy, would you like to say bye to everyone?
See you later, guys.
And Conrad, say bye.
Bye.
Bye. And Terry, say bye to everybody.
Before we go, Philly, read out the Black Cat podcast.
Oh, hang on, I've just missed them. Where my mistake. Just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who turned up for the charity game on the 15th of August. They raised £900 for the Bradley Lowry Foundation and the Autism Able. Well done to the Black Cat podcast and Black Cat.
Brilliant job.
And stuff like that. Superb for a great cause. £900. Well done, fellas. Yeah, that was good. So that's it then. Time to go. Don't forget, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you. Well, we'll be back on the channel with Tommy for full commentary of the game on Saturday. We'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.